And here we go again. Today I'd like to show you a way of changing one photograph into another. It's called morphing in computer terms. It's spelt M-O-R-P-H-I-N-G. And I found this free program that will do this for us. I should run the free program first and tell you the detail. This is the program. Basically it changes President Bush into Tony Blair, which is quite surprisingly the similarities anyway. So firstly we get the pictures, it's got to be exactly the same size, and we mark out certain points that we want to line up in both pictures. So the eyes would match on both pictures, the nose would match, mouth, chin, ears, top of the head, etc. And then we can create a little sequence which will build for us as we go, and if we play this sequence you'll see the changes happening. Yeah, doesn't take much, does it? So similarities, probably from the same mold. It's called politician mode. Anyway, so what we do is we get similar pictures, and I'm going to take, in my case, a cat and a dog. I'm going to change the cat into a dog using this morphing sequence. Will be on the desktop, and it will be the cat. Which one there? Load that in. And the target will be the dog. There we go, and there's the dog. But first I need to clear away all the old marks from President Bush and Tony Blair. And we do that simply by deleting all the lines. Simple as, there it is. Delete all lines, but then we have to add our own lines. So what's important in this picture? I guess the eyes are the most prominent thing. So if we just draw a little line there, we'll see we have two blue spots joined together with the red line, and that appears on the other side as well. Now the way we move those, quite simply, if we edit those lines and we say we want this particular point, this point here, to be on his right eye, and then we can add another line which will be on the cat's left eye, which will also appear slightly off in the wrong place on the other picture. So we can edit that line just by literally picking it up and putting it onto the dog and adjusting it as necessary. Another little feature we would probably need to line up is the nose. So draw a line on the nose and edit the lines, and we can pick that up and put it onto the dog's nose. Now we can do this with, if you hover over the blue spots there, we get a movement, so we can actually extend these out a bit if you wish. Just get that again, like that. Or you can move them up and down, or round and round, or whatever you want to do with them, really. So we just literally put that back anyway. It's quite good the way it is. Another point of interest that we might want to add a line to is the ear rolls. So if we put that little line up to the top there, again it shows on the corresponding picture. And then we can move the tip of the ear and then the side of the ear down like that. Again, add another line. We'll do this here again, same way, from the tip to the base, and we'll move the top, which we said was the tip, to the base, and do it that way round. Another point to keep may be just across the chin here on both animals. We'll do that across the chin and edit the line and move it up to just by the chin. Maybe just make that a fraction shorter in the dog. That's all we need to do. Anything else which is common to both pictures, this little bulge that comes out the side, the shoulder basically, while the cat is sitting down, that's quite an interesting feature. So if you highlight that, again edit the lines, go over here and put on the dog, maybe just adjust that inwards a little bit. Okay, so that's the best part of it done. We'll add lines for the back of the cat, and again edit the line on the dog just to bring it up to the back of the dog. Okay, so you know, we could go on doing little bits like that all the time. That's as far as we need to go. So let us go down to the bottom left hand side here, and we can create a sequence which does in a matter of moments. Basically it moves, I think it's about 16 frames, frame count 16, there we go, and then we can we can then play the animation. Let's have a look, see what happens. There we go, and there's our cat changed into a dog. Another little feature this has, just play that again for anybody who might have blinked, missed it altogether. There we have, there's the cat and the it changed into dog. If we click on the symmetrical here at the bottom and then create another sequence with symmetry loaded in, and let's play that again. This again, frame count 16, here we go. And the cat changes to a dog. Whoa, ears drop down, and in the back it goes into a cat again. So you got this nice revolving. Now we can save that animation. Here we go, it's saving on the desktop. We'll call this cat to dog. And there we have an animation, a GIF animation actually. There we go, we can close that down and just do another one. So here we are. This is the second one. This time we're going to change things a little bit. I'm going to load a source, which is going to be, what's it going to be? It's going to be an eagle logo. We're going to change this eagle picture into an eagle logo. Okay, so we'll find the eagle, which is this guy here. Again, already I've made these two pictures identical size. So load the target, and the target will be the logo. And this is just a little sequence to see how we got from one to another. Delete all the lines that exist because they're not pertinent to this particular picture. So we can add a line here. The most prominent thing is obviously is this the eagle's eye. We can edit that line there just by doing that. Add another line. We'd want the beak to work, wouldn't we? It's I suppose an advancement to this program would be the ability to whoops. Right, I'm going to delete all lines and just do that again because it, for some reason, grabbed hold of the wrong part of it. So, edit the lines, put the eagle's eye back in there. See, although it's very simple, you can make mistakes. Right, I'm going to go from the tip of the beak to the back of the jaw there on the eagle. And we'll do the same on the picture. And it is slightly smaller, so we just have to back that off a little bit. There we go, that's not too bad. Again, let's add a line. We'll add a line for the crest on the nose there. And edit that. And as always, just bringing it down to match the two pictures. We can add a line coming down here onto the chest of the bird. And again, we can just very carefully just bring that over to the other side. The back of the head is quite good, isn't it? So we can do the same here on this one. We'll edit the line again and just take it up to the back of the head, and the feathers that come down on here, although they are quite different between the two pictures, we can find sort of common denominators and just match them up. Just again edit the line, just drag that up a little bit, and maybe do the same on this bit here, just a little bit further along. Yeah, so we've got all lines covered basically. Do we need to add any more lines? Maybe a little bit on the top of the head there, wouldn't hurt. Edit that line, which is this one here. You do have to keep an eye on where it's coming in relation to from one side to the other. And the final line I'm going to add in this little sequence is probably from just the middle of the throat down to maybe the bottom of the picture. And editing the line, I'm going to make that from the bottom of the throat down to the about there-ish. That's good. There we go, that's all I need to do. Quite happy with that. I'm going to create a sequence. Do I want it to be a symmetrical sequence? Probably. So it's building a new sequence now because I've changed a parameter. Let's see how that looks. nicely smooth, backwards and forwards, and we have that same glaring look, don't we, on both pictures, which is the common denominator. Let's go again. There we go, and there's the actual picture morphed into the icon, which I did create earlier on. So there we are. That can be fun and games if you have pictures, be it of maybe you as a young person and then you as an elderly person, and put one in one frame, one in the other, so show the progression on how you've aged. One thing I haven't actually done is seen if I can increase the frame rate. So I'm just going to take that up to 30, just because I can. It's symmetrical again. Build it, make it a bit bigger, a bigger JPEG. Sorry, not JPEG, a GIF selection. There we go. And of course, the more pictures you have, the longer it takes, but the more detail it will include into the changeover of the pictures. There we go. That's quite nice. Hope you've enjoyed that. The address you can get this from, I shall put it at the end of the video, but it's freeware files, www.freeware-files.com/free-morphing, MORPHING, space program space 59941.html. I'm just going to see if that's all of it or whether there's some. No, it is just as I said it. It's got spaces, which is quite unusual. Anyway, so that's https://www.freewarefiles.com/free-morphing program. I think there's maybe an underscore there. Let me just again highlight this. Oh dear, making a mess. Right, so it's free morphing. I can't see underscores or anything like that, but if it doesn't work for you, just put an underscore in the spaces. There we go. Hope you've enjoyed this first one of the year, so I'm a little bit iffy about it. If you have any ideas or suggestions for videos and demonstrations, please leave a request in the comments down below. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Click the thumbs up button to show you liked it, and if for some reason you haven't liked it, then click the button and say it. Tell a little fib, say you've enjoyed it, but leave a comment. That's the secret. Leave the comment. Thank you very much for now, and catch you next time. Bye.